अरे सामने क्यों जा रहा है? सोशल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करो।
थोड़ा भैया
So one sentence from you as well, sir.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఈరోజు కూర్చో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు రేమన్. సో నైస్. ఈరోజు నిజంగా నేను వస్తుండగానే సాంగ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఓపెన్ అయిపోయింది. రెహమాన్ బ్రాండ్ మట్టుకి ప్రతి పాటలోనూ ప్రతి సంగీత ప్రియుల హృదయాలకి శాశ్వతంగా అలా ఉండిపోయే విధంగా ఉంటుంది ప్రతి పాట. అంటే అంత డెడికేటెడ్గా వారు ప్రతి పాటని కంపోజ్ చేస్తారు. రాత్రింబౌళ్ళు కూర్చొని పనిచేస్తూనే ఉంటారు ఆయన. ఆ టైమింగ్స్ అసలు అంతే ఉండదు. సో ఈరోజు నన్ను పర్టికులర్గా నిన్న ఆయన రావటం నాకు ఫోన్ చేసి మీరు తప్పకుండా రావాలి అని ఆ చిన్ననాటి స్నేహితం మాకు ఒక అన్నదమ్ముల్లాగా నేను ఎంతో బిజీ మ్యూజిక్ నేను రాజ్కోటిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు రెహమాన్ మా చిన్న వయసులో మాతో జాయిన్ అయ్యి సో వండర్ఫుల్ మ్యూజిషియన్ ఆయన. ఎన్నో పాటలకి మాకు ఏం కావాలో ఇచ్చేవాడు. అంటే చాలు నేను అంటగా లేదు నేను ఇంకా ఇస్తానని అన్ని రకాలుగా మాకు అటువంటి టోన్స్ ఇచ్చేవాడు. నేను అసలు రికార్డింగ్ చేసే రోజు లేదు. అది ఓన్లీ 3 ట్రాక్ రికార్డింగ్. ఇప్పుడు మల్టీ ట్రాక్స్ డిజిటల్ అంతా వచ్చేసింది, డాల్బీ డిజిటల్ అని. అప్పట్లో 3 ట్రాక్ రికార్డింగ్లో తాను ఇచ్చిన టోన్స్ మనకి అమేజింగ్. ఇప్పటికీ ఆ పాటలు ఎప్పటికీ ఈ బిట్ రెహమాన్ గారు వాన్ చేయడాన్ని మేము గొప్పగా చెప్పుకుంటుంటాం అన్నమాట. ప్రతి పాట మాట గుబా గోరింక కానీ వానచల్లు కానీ
ట్రైలర్
పాకలు జస్ట్ వన్స్ మోర్ పోడింగ్ లేటర్. అలాగా రెహమాన్ గారు వాళ్ళ అమ్మగారు కూడా మొన్న రీసెంట్గా అదే ఏర్పాటు. ఎంత ఇంటిమసీ అంటే ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ, మేమంతా ఒక ఫ్యామిలీలో ఉండేవాళ్ళం చెన్నైలో. ఆ అభిమానంతో ఇప్పటికీ తను నా రెహమాన్ ఎప్పుడు అలాగే ఉన్నాడు కానీ ఏం మార్పు లేదు. ఆస్కార్ అవార్డు వచ్చినా కూడా నా రెహమాన్ ఎప్పుడు అలాగే ఉంటాడు, అది మాకు తెలుసు. సో హ్యాపీ రెహమాన్, యూ ఇన్వైటెడ్ మీ టుడే. నేను కూడా తను చూడడం చాలా రోజులుగా. మొన్న చెన్నైకి వెళ్దాం అంటే కూడా కుదరలేదు బికాస్ ఆఫ్ కోవిడ్. దీనివల్ల వెళ్ళలేకపోయాను. చాలా సంతోషంగా. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
The reason why I think it's to go from a composer to a writer to a filmmaker is an interesting process. So because you're also a composer and we work together, I wanted you to see the whole progress of what's happening in the trailer. So you can watch it in the end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now let's talk about the lyricist.
I think in 2001 when I went for Bombay Dreams to London, Andrew Lloyd Webber garu okay musical he produced called Bombay Dreams, and he said, "AR, do you have any story?" He said. And I said, "I'm just a composer. Why should I write a story? Why is this man asking me?" And then I was thinking, because story and life and music is all connected. We see stories in everything. We see stories in music, we see in poetry, in people, in experiences, and so this changed the whole look. That one question which he asked changed my look. And then after the Oscars, I became a member of the Academy, and I went for all these workshops for screenwriting and filmmaking, camera. My house is very near to all these places, and so this 4-5 years had been a whole change in the way I was thinking about cinema. So writing stories and meeting all the world-class people like Spielberg and J.J. Abrams, and so some of my friends said, like, I was telling some short stories to them. I said, "This is fantastic. You should do a thing." And so then I started finding a director. Then we saw 750 auditions and found him in one of that. Then so because he needed to learn music in this as a character, so he can play the piano now, and he's learned one year. He was trained in a conservatory. And so this whole journey of understanding a completely new art, which is making me look at music in a very different way now. I was looking at music as a composer before, now I'm looking at as a filmmaker, or as a storyteller, and also artistically going much more deeper into things rather than the surface level hit songs or, that kind of thing. So this is the inspiration.
But sir, మీ జర్నీ గురించి మాట్లాడితే మీ జర్నీ ఫ్రమ్ మ్యూజిక్ మాస్ట్రో టు అ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ అండ్ అ రైటర్, హౌ ఇట్స్ బీన్?
Being a producer is like a gamble. We've seen many people take movies and sink and get lost completely. So I was very careful about that. Even if you're very careful, I think filmmaking experience actually scares you. You could lose everything you have if you're not sincere, I think. So in this, we've tried our best to, sometimes we had to take help from people, show the movie, and we finally got a cut which we're very happy with. I hope people also like it. And all three versions were refined and refined and refined and refined for almost 1.5 years, so that every lip sync is correct and every dialogue has a feel in it. Every voice seems correct. Even the soundtrack, we finished mixing only day before yesterday. Because the Telugu sounded so good. As a language, Telugu is such a beautiful language that we wanted the voice to be up. So I was shooting a live show for this. Went back and remixed all the songs so that it all came up. So that's our sincerity.
Perfect, awesome. So please put your hands together for Rahman Garu, guys. Come on. And now, if I talk about the amazing talent sitting beside you, how did
Movies at 27 years I've been doing music. And the formula of what people come to ask me songs are same thing. Give me 5 songs. One disco song, one romantic song, one sad song, and I was thinking, like, if we write our own script, then I'm getting inspired by K. Vishwanath Garu, which is the biggest inspiration for me, and what is achieved in screenplay with music. So that actually led us to one of the great inspirations, in Maniratnam Garu and Shankar Garu and all that stuff. So I was thinking that there should be music stories coming out and explaining the social status of where a musician is and the internal struggle which they go through, all these things.
Rahman garu, ఇప్పుడు ఈ
Singers casting is also like, how you cast a movie, because it's much more easy to listen to a song than watch a movie. You can go in the car, you can still listen to it. And in this, most of the singers, all of the singers actually very, very gifted, especially this guy Sarthak Kalyani, Vijay S. Das, they're all underused. Sarthak Kalyani we discovered in a show called Arrived, which is a QQ show. And then Purvi Kotish, she is, like, you might have Chandralekha long back, Anupama Jisang. She's got that kind of a talent now for this generation. Then Bela Shinde, we never hear her voice. So I heard 25 voices for the Shirdi Sai song. And I felt like her voice is very pure for this song. So we go through all this tedious process. Thank you.
okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. But before we end this press conference, use him in the movie.
So my director and both of us were searching. Then there's Mukesh Chabraji, one of the top casting director. So he was sending auditions after auditions after, like, there was two hardest full of almost 700-800 boys out trying to audition for this. We're looking at everything, and then so one day he came in and said, there's one boy in Pakistan who's very close to what he plays guitar and he sings. I said, can't you find somebody in India here? You got 750, definitely there's one person in India. Because that time when the Pakistani singers were coming and doing all this stuff, I said, something told me that I don't want my movie to be stopped. Something told me in instinct, like, and this was like 5-6 years back. So I went back, I said, let's go, let's look at everything again. And I was very disappointed, because why there's one person who can't be this musician and with this character, Jay, in this. So went back and 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes on 10, 20, almost tired, and suddenly I saw his face. I said, who's this guy? He was like, no sir, his inexperience has come from Kashmir and all. Wait. That's what we are for. You know, we are, as a young company, we will do the nurturing, we'll give the industry something. And we called him and said, yes, you are in. And what was your question?
Would I get paid for A.R. Rahman's film?
No, not that. You're not that greedy that time. You said, is this it? My life has opened up. I got my chance. It's all up to me now. Or something like that I heard. Which was...
No, actually, sir, I didn't know that the EP told me like, oh, you want to discuss numbers. So I said, I'll get paid also. Like, I'm ready to do it for free, you know, all my life.
But tell me, I mean, what's your experience on shooting your first movie? Because anything for the first time is amazing. So please tell us your experience.
I am a big fan of Sir, you know, ever since I was a boy, you know, listening to his songs on cassettes, then CDs, then, you know, MP3s, and now streaming. So all my life, I've been a huge fan of Sir. You know, his music is aesthetically very pleasing and very different from what we hear, you know. And when I got the call for the audition for A.R. Rahman's film, I could barely hold the excitement, and I went to the audition. I don't know what I did there because I was so excited. And months later on, I got the call that I'm selected for the film. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I couldn't contain my emotion when he told me, you're doing the film. I was like, what do you mean I'm doing the film? He's like, you're doing the film, you're the lead. I was like, I cried, I hugged him, I called my parents. It was like finally my dream came true. And after that, I met Rahman sir. Honestly, he's my role model. One of the best humans I have ever met in my life. You know, it would have been a producer-actor relationship, but with him, it's beyond that. You know, he cares about me, he guides me. Every time I meet him, it's about how to go ahead in life, how to be an inspiration, how to inspire people, how to be a good human being. That's all I've learned from him. And the best thing I love about him is, like, if you're a king of any country or you're a janitor on the street, he talks to everyone in the same way, you know. And yeah, so it was Rahman sir's idea to send me to his music conservatory, which is in Chennai, KMMC. So I learned piano for a period of 1 year because he wanted that authenticity of the character to be there, because when I play, it shouldn't look or sound fake. So
Ian's the other character, Ian's friend Tenzin, you can talk about Tenzin.
Yeah, so Tenzin is my best friend in the film. I think he's my best friend in real life now also, because we lived together for 1 year, and I used to call him Polo, he used to call me Jay, and there you go, method acting. So he was practicing drums, and I was practicing piano for a period of 1 year. It was beautiful. I mean, in Chennai, I never felt like I'm away from home, because the way Rahman sir treated me, his family treated me, gifts and gifts every month, you know, meetings with Rahman sir. I mean, he doesn't have a brother, but if he had a brother, he would, I swear, treat him the same way like how he treated me all these years.